Hey y'all, it's your boy Rico.
And so,
So today is the letter B in the ABCs of trans, so we're going to cover everything to do with binding, methods of binding, how much it costs, how to correctly bind, and how not to bind. I have only bought from one brand, GC2B, and I love it. That's why I haven't tried any other binder. They are trans, the CEO is actually trans, so it's made by LGBT people for LGBT people, which is awesome. I'm going to show you mine. They have two different styles. They have a half binder, which is the one I got. Still got here. And they have a full binder. Like this one.
yeah. So it's like a full tank. So I just wear like a t-shirt.
Whole torso, yeah.
Yeah.
So I've only tried a half binder. It's fucking awesome. It's really comfortable. Of course, binding, no matter what, it's gonna suck. It's gonna be painful, but there's oftentimes I forget I'm wearing this, which is really cool. Of course, the compression is mainly where your chest is. So these guys here on your shoulders, it's nothing. It's nylon, it's spandex, and then there is some cotton here. It is safe to swim in. I've swam in it many times. The material dries really quickly, so it's really not too bad if you swim and then hang out in the sun afterwards. Just so you know, GC2B, the sizes run really small. What do I wear if...
You're a medium.
I'm a medium? Okay,
Yeah.
well, what are you?
I'm a large.
Okay. Yeah, I initially bought this small, because usually I'm small with everything. But yeah, I had to go return that, and it was fun times, and I think that was the case with you, right? You got a medium?
I got a medium. I just gave it to you.
Oh, yeah. Thanks. So yeah, it runs really small, but it's awesome because they have sizes extra small all the way to 5XL, which is really cool. So if you have doubts on sizing, you could totally hit us up. I can reference my own body, you can reference yours.
Yeah.
But the process really isn't that painful if you do get the wrong size. They're really understanding. Just shoot them an email. All you have to pay for is the shipping back, right?
Yes.
Cool.
Yes.
So yeah, GC2B, they have 11 colors, which is awesome. It's not just like the white people nude that they offer. They offered black, maybe blue and red. All shades of skin tones.
As far as like the full-length binder goes, it's great. I'm kind of a bigger guy. I'm not skinny like this guy over here. So sometimes it's nice to have a full binder because the spandex does kind of like suck in your gut a little bit too. The only downside with it is that it's really hot. So if you live in a hot place, do not buy it. I switched to a half binder like Rico did. So we both wear the same binder right now. And I was initially nervous to wear a half binder because I am a bigger guy, but it's actually been awesome, and I try not to wear anything but it now. The other thing is I wanted to mention, this was a white binder. It is no longer white, and it is not because it is dirty, but don't buy the white binders because they do tend to fade colors, and so it is just much better to either get a nude or a black or some other colored one. Honestly, it's just way better because this looks great now.
That's a year old, right?
Yeah, it's about a year old, and it's just completely changed from white to gray, which isn't great. But yeah, so I definitely recommend either go nude or black or some other color.
Yeah, and I think my binder's pretty much like still intact. I've been wearing binders for I don't know, maybe half a year, a little bit longer. Yeah, I think it was like a month after I started T, maybe before. Yeah, it was like a month after I started T. So this guy's like half a year old, still good, and I'm glad I got black. Yeah, I don't want that happening. But yeah, one thing I wanted to ask. I remember when I did a lot of research before I got a binder, and I heard if you got the half binder for bigger chested guys, there was a fear, or there's people commenting saying that like this would happen, like your shirt would go under, or there would be some spillage. For you, personal experience, have you had any issues like moving around in that?
There are times where I do just like I check myself and like I'll notice that I'm close to the edge and like I feel like I'm about to spill out or whatever, but it's never been like I'm like fully exposing myself to anybody, and it's like literally a quick fix. I just like move it around like that, move it down, or like pick up my shoulders like that, and it's instantly fixed, and I feel fine in it. But I haven't really had a whole lot of issues with spillage or anything.
Cool.
So I did want to try Underworks just to give it a shot because I've noticed the other like second biggest brand, and I went for the Ultimate Chest Binder Extreme, something like that, just because like I am a bigger chested guy, so I wanted to try something different, and the name kind of gave me false hope. When I got it, it's super thick, like Kevlar thick, like really really thick, and it's really hot, even more so than the longer GC2B, and I put it on and it literally just worked like a sports bra. It did not bind me. It pushed everything up like I was just wearing a bra, and it made me like super dysphoric. It is not comfortable at all. I don't recommend it. I mean, I've heard other guys say different things, but for me personally, like just my size, it did not work at all. The only thing that I wanted to mention with Underworks though, I haven't tried anything else from them, but I know that there are a lot of people like struggling with as far as pricing goes for binders. They can get pricey. GC2B generally runs like $40.
I just checked. Actually, it's 33 to 35.
33
and
to 40.
it doesn't matter if you're extra small or 5XL. It doesn't go up in price by a buck at all. It's the same price, which is awesome.
Yeah. With that, that's great.
Yeah.
But not everybody can afford that. Obviously, I see posts every day that people are like, hey, does anybody have any extra binders, or does anybody have one that can give me like an old one or whatever? The Underworks does offer, and I saw it on FTM Essentials first. They have an Econo binder, which is a half binder, and it's only $18 on FTM Essentials, which doesn't include shipping, but that's actually like it's half the price. And it's a half binder. I haven't tried it per se, but I mean, for those guys that are like looking for anything just to get started with and don't have a lot of resources or money to get one, definitely give it a shot. I mean, it's better than nothing.
Yeah, any
honestly.
binder is better than nothing.
Yeah.
But you're right. Yeah, it is. It does come. GC2B comes about to $40. I forgot shipping.
Yeah.
Shipping is like $6-7.
Yeah.
Not bad. So yeah, another thing. Underworks. That website was originally for cis people.
Yeah.
So that is another difference between those two companies. That makes sense how GC2B is more comfy, works better because it's made by people that have those experiences and know the issues, you know what I mean?
Yes. I want to talk about the Amazon binders that everybody seems to be talking about. I see a lot of younger T-boys like ordering Amazon binders, and I know that they're cheap because I've ordered a couple myself, but I honestly, I put them on and immediately had to take them off. They are extremely dangerous for you, and I know that they're only like a couple bucks a pop, but it's not worth it, and it's going to break your ribs, and it's just going to really screw you up, and if you mess up your chest or your ribs, you can get denied for top surgery. And that's just something that you always need to keep in mind. I get it that top dysphoria sucks, but it is never that bad that you have to put your health at risk or ruin your chances of ever getting top surgery, because that's the last thing any of us want to do. So don't order Amazon binders, period.
Is there a name for them?
It's literally you can go up and look them up, and some of them are tomboy binders, or they'll say stuff like that, and they're always directed from companies in China, and they come and they're made really really small and really tight. I think I got an XL, and it wasn't even close to fitting me. I mean, they're just really really bad, and you just want to be careful. There's plenty of binder giveaways and stuff like that online that you can sign up for before you have to result of that. Just don't do it.
I learned about taping from knowing drag king performers. That's mainly what drag performers wear when they want to, have a flat chest while performing. Keep in mind, you're doing a bit that's 3 minutes max. You wear it for maybe 4 hours when you're out downtown. I have taped for over 12 hours once, and it did not go so well when I took it off because my skin went with it. It was not fun. But it's kind of like a cloth. It's kind of stretchy, and I got the latex-free gentle tape. It comes in, what is it? It's pre-cut strips. Looks like 10 inches maybe. Yeah.
Yeah,
it's about 10 inches pre-cut. So what I do when I wear it is I bend this right in half, cut it here, and then just do maybe 2 or 3 strips. Started right here, like an inch from my nipple. And what I do is I get a little paper towel and I cut like a square off and put that over my nipple because I don't want to rip my nipple off because it fucking hurts. And so I pull it back and let that go. The first couple times I've done it, it was smooth. Keep in mind I'm a very flat-chested guy already, so this worked for me. But eventually, as soon as I would put the tape on, it would start curling up back. It wouldn't stick. I don't know why. So it's been very frustrating lately. And then turned into summer. So literally, as soon as I walked outside, I could hear the tape coming off. And if I'm wearing a cutoff like this, you can see the tape coming off. It's just a hot mess. So really, I only wear this if I cannot bind, I need a day off, or just, I don't know, dire circumstances. This is not meant for use every day like binders are. Don't do it. Don't do it. Do you have experience with KT tape?
I don't have experience with KT tape, and the reason that I don't is because my chest is too big for it. KT tape only will work for people that have small B cup chests or smaller. And I'm talking like small B cup chests. If you are any bigger than that, I've seen a lot of other guys like asking like, do you think this will work for me, or blah blah blah, and it won't. It's just not gonna stick. It's gonna make your chest look worse than it did without it, to be honest. It's just not gonna hold up. It's not gonna make your chest look normal. So just don't try it. It's not a viable option for you, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Binding, you should only be doing it for 8 hours a day, period. No more than 8 hours a day, and you should be having at least 1 to 2 off days a week. So if it's your days off of work, your days off of school, whatever, you need to make sure that you're taking time off for your chest, for your spine. If not, you can cause a lot of serious health issues. Just keep that in mind. No matter what you use to bind, make sure you take time off, and you only wear for 8 hours max a day. Because it's definitely really important to make sure you're stretching. Make sure if you have the financial resources, make sure you're getting massages or a chiropractor, or have someone pop your back for you, because trust me, it's important. It gets hard to walk sometimes, it gets hard to move sometimes, binding so much.
You take a hot bath, get some Epsom salt.
Mm-hmm.
Another thing is stay hydrated. I don't know about y'all, I've gone through many hot flashes, and it's just like I start to get lightheaded and dizzy. It's just like you gotta hydrate, you gotta, like, I know you forget you have this like extra layer of skin, pretty much. That's how I feel like my binder is. I forget it's there, but you gotta remember, like, you have another layer of skin. So you're hotter than normal. Just please remember to hydrate. It's super important.
Yes, definitely. Especially if you're wearing a full tank binder, because it's a sweaty mess and it's gross, and you just gotta remember to hydrate because you're just gonna sweat all over the place. It's like a pool on your back and it's nasty. Do it.
How should I say this? Number one method, people think that are not trans, or maybe are new to trans, think that trans guys bind with is ace bandages. It's all over, it's in movies, TV shows. That's the portrayal of trans guys. You know, you see them in front of the mirror, and they're wrapping this huge ace bandage around their chest, and that's how we do it. But that's not how you do it. This is so dangerous. Ace bandages are meant to compress, right? So if you wear this for an extended amount of time around your ribs, around your chest, you are eventually fracturing and disforming your ribs. You might not feel it, but it happens with long, extended use of this mess, right?
Yes.
Like, this is not how many trans people do it. I've seen it on Degrassi, I think, with Adam. It just makes me so mad. I think I've seen Ruby Rose, that fucking video of them, like,
it's also on like
It's
also on the L Word, like the first trans character they
Max?
had. No, not Max. It was the first one. There was like a mechanic that dated the sister. Yeah, he used the ace bandages too.
And that's just from, you know, people that aren't, you know, trans, and they're just trying to, they think they know that's how it is, but that's not how it goes. And it's frustrating because I know there are young trans kids that think that's the way to do it, and it is not. Like, you can even Google it, how to bind, and it will hopefully scream, do not use ace bandages.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, sorry.
Yeah.
I feel strongly about that.
No, same. I mean, like I said before, if you bind incorrectly, you will ruin your chances of getting top surgery. It will happen every single time. Like if you disfigure your ribs, the doctors will not want to operate on you because that's just a risk for them that they're not willing to take.
Yeah.
So you need to make sure you take care of yourself and make sure you bind correctly.
And even if you don't plan on ever having top surgery, that's cool. But broken ribs and fractured ribs are not cool.
Not
no
cool.
one wants that for everything to do with binding methods, all that fun stuff. So next week we have C, and we are gonna discuss everything cis and our coming out experience.
And as far as everything cis goes, we're applying to cisgender. This is the opportunity for anybody that is cisgender that is watching us to please ask us any questions at all.
Yes. Does it mean we'll answer?
Does not mean we will answer them because some questions are always going to be inappropriate.
Yes, but that's something we're going to talk about if you ask or you
Yes.
don't. We're going to talk about how to act around trans people.
Please be appropriate. Please don't ask us dumb questions. Not that any question is necessarily dumb, but please just be mindful of what you're asking us and know that we will not answer you if you are not being appropriate.
Exactly.
But
yeah.
we do invite any cisgender person that does not know any trans people or does know trans people and just doesn't know how to act around them to please ask us questions and we will do our best to answer them for you.
So yeah, send us questions. It could be any form you want. It could be via message if you're kind of nervous about putting it on a public outlet. But
we do have Instagram, we do have Facebook,
yep.
Snapchat.
You snap
Whatever.
me.
You can snap
It'll
Rico.
disappear. And like after I click out of it,
Yeah.
I hate that about Snapchat. I always forget what they said. You know, it's just awkward.
Yeah.
Anyways, coming out experiences and cis people, yay.
Yay.
Gotta love the cis people, right? Alright, well, thanks for watching, y'all. We'll see you next week. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Share it. Let your friends know. Anyone you know that's trans, let them know. Be our friend.
Yeah, remember, we need friends. Thanks.
Alright, bye, y'all.
Bye.